All right, today we have a DCM. This is what they call a die and punch grinder. You have a chuck mounted on here that you can have your jaws turned around to hold small diameter punches, and you can flip your jaws around to hold bigger diameter dies. The chuck itself, the table itself, is this is DCM's own design. It pivots over here, and you can put this on an angle to grind what they call a rooftop punches. Those are where they have a little rooftop kind of angle on the punch. So when you put this on an angle and the part goes around, we'll start the wheel up. Then you have your magnet. I mean, not your magnet, but your chuck. Like I said, these jaws could be flipped around. This is a scroll chuck, so any one of the points here you can use your tool. There's a tool around here someplace to tighten that. You also have a vertical feed, wrap it up. Now the down is a bit slower. They want you to be cautious. They want you to be careful. You can move this by hand, but then you're actually turning a belt in here and you're going against the motor. So you can do pretty fine adjustments with this. This mechanism here, I'm not sure how to use it. We have the book. It goes into. It's called a tool finder. I believe once you get this all set up right and you're doing a series of punches that are the same height or what have you, that you can use this to be very close to your wheel under there. But other than that, I don't really know. This clamp here clamps this in position, so if you had a smaller diameter, you'd want to be able to move this wheel over, so you can. You're only grinding with the edge of the wheel or the one side of the wheel. They could be stone wheels, they could be diamond wheels. You have coolant going through a special rotary coupling here. We just put this rotary coupling on. This is brand new, so that's pretty good because they're expensive. So that induces coolant right down through the center of the shaft of the motor spindle and out down at the bottom of the wheel and disperses it around the wheel while you're grinding. So underneath it, there's a coolant tank. There's basically a submersible little giant pump that goes into a big plastic bin. You could lay some paper across it if you wanted to filter it out. So you have your up and down here. You have your on, which starts it. This is currently wired for 220 volts, 230 volts, 3-phase. You could start your table here or your wheel. And then you have an automatic down feed. If you were just touching off your part right now, you have a slip ring on this dial here. I can come down in, I guess these are thousandths. Say I wanted to take a couple of thousandths, say 5 thousandths. If that's 10 thousandths, that's 0, so I'm figuring that's 5 thousandths. I start my auto feed and the down feed, because most of the times you're grinding hard stuff, sometimes even carbide, is very fine. Now you can adjust that, make that even slower or less pressure on your die, or speed it up, and it will come down to 0. Kind of goes through its own little cycle. It has a PLC or it has a little program in it. And when it gets to 0, it's going to spark out for a while. Now the head doesn't move in this machine. This is locked down tight. The only thing moving is your part and the grinding wheel. So once this time is up, it's going to start inching away very slowly at first. There it goes. Now you're coming back up off your workpiece. A couple of steps. I'm not really sure why it does this. And then it backs up and shuts off. So you'd have to load your next part, possibly come down until this goes to where you had it set for the last part. Maybe that's how you use it. using your wrap it up and down here. Then touch off, set your dial again, and do another cycle. You've got some collapsible doors here that go up and down. You've got some splash guards that fold over. Here's some more current going through the spindle, plus you've got a line there, a lock line, and you could put multiple lines on if you wanted to. So that's it. That's the DCM punch and die grinder. Thank you very much.